Hey, look, we're live all over the place except for internet, except for Instagram, and I just fixed that, I think. Come on.
Maybe. I've got a message on my screen that
Okay,
says
now
Instagram is.
we're completely live everywhere that we want to be, like Discover or MasterCard or whatever the hell it is. Hey, this is episode 92 of Slurp Toast, a podcast, the one where Bruce stares off into space because his webcam is being difficult this evening. So
You are
so there's
broadcasting video, you just can't see it.
I'm staring off into the stars. How are
That's
you,
okay.
sir?
I'm all right.
That covers it. So this has been a long week to get to Wednesday.
It really has. And it's all been just, I don't know, death by 1,000 cuts type of thing, you know?
Yep, I feel you.
Somebody's, yeah, they're at work. They're like, why can't you ever get to this? And it's like, because this, and this. It's not a big deal to that person to make the little tiny mistake, but it's like 2 hours on my side to undo it. And yeah, just getting a little old.
Yeah, and let's see. So then we're going to Houston on Friday because
Oof.
on Saturday my dad's going to be 90.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, crazy. Which
Man.
makes us old, by the way.
Yeah, well.
Is what it is. So yeah, we're doing that. Come home when the boys are flying in, so we're picking them up at the airport.
And then
Putting
zip.
then they're coming back for a couple days here. Then they're flying out on Tuesday. Then I fly out on Wednesday. So the next week is going to be just more
A lot of time at
unmitigated.
the airport.
Yeah, you know what?
What, did you play a
Oh,
sound or?
I played the dusty sound. Did you not hear it? Because
I
you
got
made me a
no
little.
dusty sound.
All right. Well, what's going on? Okay. Well, anyway. So yeah, we talked about. You haven't seen Superman, so we won't talk about that.
Correct. I may try and go this weekend.
I do recommend it. It is a fun movie. That's all I'll say. Um,
Oh,
it's an
okay.
actual Superman movie.
Oh,
How about
good,
that?
good, good. It's fun time.
Yeah, yeah, we had a good time with that. Um, are you watching? We're going to do just pop culture touchstones, and then we're going to go into the subject matter at hand. Are you
Okay.
watching Stick on Apple TV by any chance?
I do not have Apple TV.
Oh, I thought you did. You did at
No,
one point,
we
didn't you?
bought it to no, we got it to do Ted Lasso. We groaned, whatever. We sped through Ted Lasso and
Mm-hmm.
then just sort of like, yeah, we're not watching anything else.
Okay. All right. Well, then never mind. Stick is pretty good. It's Owen Wilson is it's very much in the vein of Tin Cup.
Okay.
But Owen Wilson is a washed-up golf pro. He finds his road to redemption in a young phenom. Uh, Mark Maron plays his acerbic former caddy,
Okay.
and of course, if you have to have a love interest, it's Judy Greer. So um,
Okay.
I think that's required. It's kind of fun. It is very much in the Timothy Oliphant is the Don Johnson character of the piece. So anyway,
Okay.
it was interesting. We got one more episode of that, and anyway, all right. So that's that.
Now, are
And
they releasing them sequentially or?
yes, one. There were like two. They usually do like two the opening week, and then one at a time. So it's 10 episodes. So we were through 9 last night. So
Get that taste. Get that taste.
yeah, guys, get you hooked in with those two, and
Yes.
then make you wait another week. I hoped I was going to have an announcement today, but I don't have it yet. So that will have to wait till the next podcast. I hope something interesting happening on my end, and I'm going to tell you after we're off the air. But I don't want to publicate it
Okay.
just yet. Publicate it just yet. Let's see. Hold on. I'm making a couple notes here. Superman stick. Big Dave. So next week is Capcom. Finally.
I don't know what that is.
You don't? Let me explain it to you then.
What is
Let me
Comic-Con?
let
I
me
don't
give you
know.
some
That's
context
okay.
about Comic Con. It is one of the largest gatherings of our people in the entire world, happening in lovely sunny San Diego, California next week, from Wednesday through Sunday. An event you and I are among the lucky thousands to attend each year, and I'm ready for it.
Hundreds of thousands, yeah.
Hundreds of thousands. Yeah, I was being generous. Look, this one long gray hair here bugging the shit out of me. Um, so yeah, are you ready?
Getting there. It's been kind of a slow build up. Just I think work has been we had a long extended conversation with ownership about how sometimes when somebody loses their shit at work, it's not the thing that happened, but rather the culmination of weeks or months or whatever. That, if you're focusing on the event that somebody blew up, you're probably missing a point that there's like 6 months of buildup that led to that moment. And yeah, it's just been a little bit of a grind, a little bit of a just, yeah, I'm ready. I'm finally getting ready, finally getting in the mood. Before we did this, I looked at the exclusives, and you're right, they kind of blow.
Okay, let's talk about that next, shall we?
Sure.
So that's usually one of the big selling points for a lot of people, not necessarily for me, but it's not like I'm some kind of purist. I don't care. Well, last year you got me a bunch of cool ones when I wasn't able to attend, but this year they're very lackluster on the whole.
I think so. I think overall,
Even
they,
your Funko exclusives don't seem to be all that great to me.
I would agree with that. There is a Kingdom Come Batman that's kind of
That
cool.
one I like, of course, as
And
you can
I
imagine.
I have put in hopefully to get in on preview night so that
What
if
was my
that's the
next question?
case,
Was if you had gotten in?
I don't think they've announced it, so
Okay.
I'm hoping that I will get in because then at least we have a shot at, if there is something that you want that hopefully we will hopefully be able to get into the booth and get the things we want, and then we can pretty much stay away from that corner of the convention center entirely.
And it is
And
a
then
nightmare over there since they bought Mondo and Loungefly, and they group them all in that back quadrant on the left behind Artist Alley.
it's better than it has been, even despite all this stuff. They've laid it out like a little town.
Right.
The different kind of themes have their own little booths, so it's not as bad to work your way through the Funko area as it has been. I think one year I got down there, saw the crowd, and was like, "There's nothing I want. Fuck this. I'm out."
Yeah, I mean, like the Kingdom Come Batman is really the only one that jumps off the page at me just because I'm a Batman guy. But I thought, because I thought back to your Tony the Tiger from a couple of years ago. I'm like, is there one that we could get that would pay for the trip? I don't know that
Yeah,
there is.
I do not believe there is either. Um,
I pondered
it,
the
it,
Stitch because I do not understand the Lilo and Stitch thing, but apparently it's a thing for a lot of people. So,
it
but
is Stitch. Man, they've made a lot of that guy. I have a great one back at the Hanukkah shrub that's Stitch with a dreidel. So
nice.
yeah, and the coloration works because he's that light blue. It's
Sure.
kind of fun. But yeah, uh, they came out, and I mean, I'm kind of like looking at the list now. The Kingdom Come Batman is kind of cool. There's the ones that I think will maybe sell well. They did a re-release of like some of the very first pops that they did in clamshells.
Those Batman ones.
Yeah, and so they are re-releasing some in the clamshell packaging, which was neat, but also just an absolute drag to try and display because they didn't sit flat. You couldn't stack them. They were round, so you really couldn't even stack them like side.
Mm-hmm. Do they have the little lip on the bottom of the plastic where they meet
Yes,
up?
it's terrible.
Oh, yeah, that's awful. Yeah, you
And
almost have to
I'm
hang
saying
those
that as
up.
yeah. So I think they're going to have like a mystery box of Huckleberry Hound. That's not too bad. The original clamshells, I could care less. that Pokemon. I mean, if I'm looking at this and thinking what might do well, there's some there's some bitty pops that are kind of like their robot and anime theme stuff that might. I
Does that
personally
stuff
don't.
sell? I'm just curious. I don't because
It
you're more.
does. It does.
Does it?
It does. I mean, it sells well. I don't think it's like you can't. If you're a Funko, I wouldn't bank on that. Being all
Right.
my money. But I'll be honest. This little bitty bop, blip, whatever in the hell it is. It does have all like their anime themed pop itty bitty pops. That
Hmm.
is kind of cool. I personally don't
Don't
really
go over to
like
the
them.
dark side.
No, I'm not gonna. This is awful. This is a faceted Britney Spears, maybe. Oh, I'm sorry, Barbie Rockers.
Oh, there is
I
a disco dazzler.
Yeah, I'm working my way through. Like
No, okay, sorry.
they've
I
got
didn't
it.
know this.
No, you're fine. They've got a tank girl that's
Yeah.
actually kind of fun. I don't know who that is. Sanrio. A Seika looks like I don't know. Sonic the Hedgehog is a pirate. Oh God, they make these oversized pieces that are like about maybe 12 inches high, maybe a little bit more. It's a black and white Voltron. I think
Right.
some people will like it. I won't. Oh, glitter, my least favorite. Man, I am just dogging on everything. Yeah, a glitter Huckleberry Hound, which if you buy all the other hounds, I guess would be okay. But man, I fucking hate glitter. They're just terrible looking pieces. They look like they're covered in sugar and blueprint. Nah, that's a dumb
No,
deco. That looks like Azrael Batman.
it is. I
That one
think that was.
has
I think that was a limited run too, isn't it? I did look.
no. Does it say 1,500 pieces? Shit,
That's
$40.
yeah.
This is one of the things I don't like is that they have started to limit their piece runs and they've priced according to the count. So like if they sell
So,
something for 500 pieces, they jack the price up at retail.
so it's dynamic pricing based on property
Yeah,
and run.
which means that if you're going to try and get this on the secondary market, it's going to be a minimum of $40. I would say if it hits, it'll probably people will be trying to sell it for actually at 1,500 it'll sell out, but I think it'll be a slow sellout. And 1,500 anymore is kind of a big addition. Kingdom Come Batman, that one is cool. Uh,
That's such a great costume design, though. It'd be hard to fuck that up. But it would
no,
look nice. He would look nice next to my Kingdom Come Green Lantern, who's over there or over there.
yes, it would. Yes, it would. Um, so no, it's not that one. That one I think would be all right. So if I got into the booth, you're getting that Batman,
Yeah.
provided they don't fuck up and only put out like 50 of them. I think I was in there one night. They're like, "Oh, the dude sold out," and I just laughed at the guy. I go, "No way! It's an open edition. How did you not put out enough to get everybody in line taken care of?"
Right. That's
Yeah.
just basic math, right? You're giving away. You're letting this many people in. You should have that many of each on hand, right?
Yes, I absolutely agree. I mean, I totally feel that. Yes, because
Simple inventory control right there.
well, and even more so than that, this is a thing that you do for your collectors. Your
Right.
kind of I don't want to say your board collectors, the people who've been on the boards, right? I do think that if you're doing inventory control, you can say we're going to let in 200 people, you know, 50 people a group, whatever. And even then, somebody buys like 60 pieces, buys everything and has to look at the box. Oh, yay. Gambit from X-Men 97.
I'm
Could you
out.
look? He's wearing a crop top.
Yeah.
It's and holding barbecue thongs. Disco Dazzler.
I don't hate that one.
I don't hate that one. And I'm going to say that that is the proper use of the glitter decorations.
Yes. That is
Uh,
appropriate.
then we've got X-Men. Onslaught, yay, which again I maintain is the evolved form of Magneto. To combine
Pokinito.
Pokinito, yes, Pokinito. It's not Onslaught, it's Pokinito.
Kind of proud of that one, actually.
I like that one. Yeah, however their fucking music goes.
I don't even know.
Sensational Spider-Man, which I don't know. Another a Bitty Pop Fantastic Four.
I didn't hate that one.
I would say that's okay. This one where they put the word balloons with the characters,
Mm-hmm.
I do not like simply because that word balloon is hard plastic and stuck in the pop's head. Oh, and then Herbie.
I don't think Herbie's going to translate quite the way Crypto did. I think they were putting way too much emphasis on Herbie, but that's just me.
I'm going to give you that one. To be perfectly honest, unless they pull something special and unique out, this is rather, yeah, not that cool.
The thing I know, it's a little pedestrian as far as I remember the offerings being for this event.
Yeah, there's been 1 or 2 years where the stuff was just epic. Like almost everything that they put out was like, I gotta have it. That's awesome. I mean, oh God, it may have been the year before COVID, maybe. I think one of those years they had just like a killer lineup where I usually go in and go, I'm gonna get like 4, and then they look at you when you're buying them. Is that really all you want? Fine, give me that one too. Ugh.
Peer pressure.
Yeah, peer pressure. Yeah, Tank Girl is kind of fun. I don't know what the fan base is like for that. Yeah, this Funko Voltron at 500 pieces. It's there's even a name for the platform. I forget what it is. It's too big. It's too pricey. It typically those bigger pieces like run 250.
Yeah.
And at 250, you're kind of like, no. So anyway, there we go.
So what I
So
think
Steve literally runs down the entire
he did.
Funko.
It has finally happened. He turned on him. He did a heel turn on Funko.
I'll say this. I've always been honest about what I like and don't like. And I got to say, this might possibly be one of the weakest lineups of Funko exclusives in like the last decade. I mean, it just it screams pig warmer from top to bottom.
Wow.
The two Batmen are cool. Okay, how bad is it? I think the two Bitty Pop sets are two of the better items, and
you don't like that format at all.
I really don't like that format at all because it's like I'm collecting Funko Microns. I can't find them in my desk. If I don't put them in something the size of a pop box, I will lose them. What's the point of making them so freaking small?
Right. We knew this moment would come. He's waited a decade and he just did his heel turn, kids. By God.
Oh yeah, they dumped another CEO, and it's
really?
like, yeah, I think somebody's like, well, the stock is in the shitter, and it's like, look at toy company stocks across the board, they're all in the toilet. Anybody who relies on plastic, manufacturing overseas, I mean, there's like
a business model right now.
The whole, hey, we're going to slap 100% tariffs on everything coming out of the places that make your collectibles, pretty much wiped out demand in the collectibles market.
Now that you say that out loud, no, this stuff would have been in the pipeline before all that. It had to have been. So this would have been. Well, it still has to get landed, though.
That's correct. And so I would say yes. The product design. Well, here's the deal: the product design would be in the pipeline well before the tariffs hit. But you're right. the stuff hasn't shipped and hasn't taken delivery, so it comes
And that's
in,
what, yeah.
and maybe it's a subject to a tariff. It really depends on the day of the week it shipped. Uh, Today, 1,000% tariffs. Today, we're taking the tariffs
On
off.
any country with an A in their name.
This, and if you buy my crypto, I will not tariff you. I mean, Bribey McBriberson up there.
Okay, well, we can go down this road too, but before we do, um, I've been meaning to say this for a while on the podcast and keep forgetting, and you just teed it up for me. Thank you. I own a piece of the Atlanta Braves now because they are publicly traded. So I
Oh,
bought one share of the Atlanta Braves. So I'm a proud MLB owner now. Again, because I used to own stock in the Indians when they were publicly traded.
oh,
But
nice.
that's why I was gonna buy. I had some leftover eBay money, so eBay stocks. So I traded it in and bought some Braves.
All right. Atlanta Braves.
Oh, like $40 a share or something. It's not insane.
Do the Atlanta Braves have a stock? Is it a good investment?
No.
Who knows? Well, it's at 49. It's up
Okay, it's up from what I bought it at.
8.8%.
The All
All right
Star
then.
break. The All Star games in Atlanta. Think that might have something to do with the stock being up?
Ah. Wow. Okay then.
Okay, now as a former medical equipment professional,
Uh-huh.
I want to say we're going to go back to our Lord High Commander in Chief, whose watch has not ended. There's pictures floating around now. Dude has got significant edema in his legs. Have you seen these pictures that have come out in the last couple of days? His ankles are
No.
swollen up. He can't lace up his brogans. It's bad. That shit will kill you. That you'll throw a clot. That's not good. So something to keep an eye on. He has got
Yeah.
like tree trunk size, like edema ankles right now.
Huh. Okay.
So just putting that out there.
All right. Severely swollen ankles. Of course, this is the Hindustan Times. I should find something reputable.
I've seen it a couple of places, and it's like, I mean, the picture is the picture, right? But that's a bad sign. That is diet and lack of exercise catching up in a major way
What? You
because
mean McDonald's and Diet Coke is not a way to live?
that means because what that is that's heart failure. Yeah, because that means all the fluid is gathering down there, and your body can't pump it back up. All that fluid is just settling to the lowest. Gravity's doing its job. That's what that means.
Gravity is doing the job that time won't.
So here's the interesting thing.
Wow, that's oh look, the picture I'm looking at, there is actually a Diet Coke next to his feet.
Is it the one where he's hunched over making this with his hands and the giant tie is hanging down below the bottom of his chair?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
that's the one I saw. Yeah. And it's, you see how stretched out those shoes are?
Yes. Yes, I do. Oh,
I was
man.
going to bring this up. I should have captured an image to throw up, but whatever.
Wow, that's a great foot. There's a Diet Coke behind his elephantine ankles. Ankles. He's got those pudgy little hands, the long ass tie, and his neck is turned, and his face. He just looks like a walrus a little bit.
Yeah, he's got like 8 turkey necks and like the orange circle around.
Yes,
so you see his white ears. Yeah.
Yes.
There's another one floating around.
That reminds me, Joe Biden was old.
That's true. That is not incorrect. However, I feel like, mental acuity aside, he was in pretty good shape. These are significant health issues. I mean, this is the shit you will drop dead from. So.
Oh, I don't disagree.
Anyway, the other thing, I'm going back to Comic-Con now. The other thing I noticed was Apparently, this is Godzilla, the 70th anniversary of Godzilla, and there's a lot of Godzilla merch. It's a lot of
Yes,
Godzilla
there
exclusives.
is.
I
Oh,
like the
yeah, I
one of
noticed that.
with Godzilla in the tennis shoes slam dunking. I might need that pin for my lanyard. I haven't decided.
Okay. I'm sure that there's somebody who's gonna, exclusives 2025. Yes, this will be the one show that, people will tune in and it's like, oh, Steve's talking about that. And it's like us looking on the internet for
Yeah, and it's
exclusives
like
for
we're not.
Comic Cons.
Yeah, we should probably have brought up
Oh,
pictures.
there we go. The Godzilla goes big at Comic Con. So
Yeah.
we've got special covers. Oh, Thursday morning, Funko is having a panel.
Okay. You want to go
And if
ask
we're
questions?
well, if we can get in, yeah. Um, I'm sure that good guy Eric will have a plan and probably know somebody to sneak us in.
Okay.
So, kind of wait to talk to him. I would like to go to the panel, but at the same time, if I'm going to have to go down there at 4 a.m. to stand in line,
I'll meet
what's
you
that
there.
word I'm looking for? Pass, I think it is.
Hard pass, I think, are the words you're looking for.
There we go. So let's see. Mondo has some Godzilla. Super 7 has some Godzilla. Super 7 always has Godzilla.
True.
Yeah, okay.
I think IDW has Godzilla because they have the comic franchise, which I've been reading some of and I've been enjoying. Yeah, there's a lot of Godzilla. There's some interesting Godzilla stuff. I know Mass Republic is having some stuff. They're debuting their new tabletop Cinelucha game, which I'm curious to see.
Okay.
And Vampiro is going to be there with his new Rockabilly Apocalypse book with him and Kingston, and Ray Tormenta, the mass luchador that Nacho Libre was based on, will be there on Sunday, I think. So
Is he
they
going to
always
be a
have some
Kingston slash what's his
Mass
face's booth?
Republic. Yeah,
Cronin's
you know
booth?
you know how Mass Republic always has the other end of it. So yeah, they're supposed to be there. I did find us a wrestling show Friday
Yes.
night if we want to go.
Okay.
It's on the others.
Friday night is a party for okay. There is no Funko party, but
right.
Brian is having a party for his thing.
Is that the night we're doing
which
Dr. Z too?
I believe I am going to. That's Saturday, isn't Dr. Z Saturday?
I think it is. I'll look. So yeah, we're going to go hang with Dr. Z one night.
And so the Becker has a party Saturday night that I've committed to buying a ticket from a guy, but it starts early. And so it's like, I'm thinking if I go in, get whatever door prices that they are and just say, hey, whatever prices they get, I've paid for this, give me stuff. And then I fully don't plan to bring any of that home. Whatever. There we go. Yeah. So anyway,
Dr. Z is Saturday night. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was telling Kristen, I go, we're going to go hang with Dr. Z, literally because Bruce paid for the VIP after thing. So we're going to go see whatever taping or whatever he does, and then hopefully go back and hang with Dr. Z.
Yeah. So Friday night you got a party. Okay, cool.
I don't know how long I'm going to stay at it. I've been trying to find an extra ticket that somebody doesn't want to charge me like $200 for.
And what is that one?
That's Brian's company.
Is that the
Thrilljoy?
All the like anime girl things we were talking about one time?
No, that's the Rocky Motor. That is a Saturday where everybody seems like wildly inappropriately underaged.
Right.
And just like trying to kind of sex it up where you're just like, I'm feeling Epstein. These guys are going to Epstein me. I don't want to be here.
Oh, that's okay. And what's the other? So now tell me the other one on Friday is what?
So Friday is Thrilljoy.
Okay, and what is that? I don't know what that is.
So okay, Brian and Mike leave Funko. Brian gets together with a bunch of guys and creates a company called Thrilljoy. It's all about the collectible. It's all trying to manufacture hype. You can buy your little, you know how big a pop is?
Yeah,
Put that pop in a box. You know about roughly how big that is?
that big.
Yeah. Now put that in a hard case that's like a foot across, and the piece is $50. Uh,
Why?
now he has, I don't know. They've brought it down to like 15 or $20. And they're just overly cutesy. It's one of those things where you look at Pop, and you're like, yeah, it's kind of eh. You look at Thrilljoy, and you're like, I think Pop is a masterwork of sublime proportionality that truly speaks to my inner child, because I do not like the. Oh, there we go. That
Hold on,
is
we'll
not
come
it
back
at
to that.
all.
No, that was not it. That was something else entirely. Sorry, we'll come back to that.
And then Mike formed Funmaker Inc., and he's doing Rocky Moto, which are it's kind of cool. They sell them like in little ramen
Hmm.
bowls packages. And the figures are overly cutesy, definitely skew younger, um, but they're not terrible. I think when you
Okay.
compare them with the Thrilljoy stuff, uh, Becker wins. So
I hate it when mom and dad fight.
I hate it when mom and dad fight, but I have been, getting into, not getting into like, I'm going to become Jack the Ripper full time, but I'm definitely enjoying non-sports and certain baseball card lines a lot more than I used to.
Well, and I think I mentioned one of the exclusives, Tops is going to be there, and they're going to have some superhero based cards. So we may want to go grab
Yes.
some of those
So
and
they're
take
going to
advantage of
have,
it.
yes, well, they're two promo packs. And so I don't know how many different cards are going to be in these promo packs, but
True.
yes.
Well, it does say
But
there's some
yeah,
variants.
there's going to be some parallels and chases. So that'll be fun. Um, and it's
This
really
is
weird. It's hard to say if they're real card sized or if they're square, because I want to say I think Bowman at one time made like these square cards. So,
hmm. So this was the wrestling show I found Friday night.
oh,
Summer Slime. It's weird. It's in a bar that's like on the industrial side, not the gas lamp, but that other side. Apparently, everything's moving that way now because they can't go the other way.
yeah.
They're gentrifying over there, so it's over on that side of Petco. So,
Oh, okay. Interesting.
yeah. So it's at 7. So you've got something. So that
Okay.
may not happen, but we'll see.
Okay.
So, also thought if we could figure out, and I looked today and I couldn't find any movie theaters in the gas lamp that are open. I was going to, at some point, we could just walk over and find a Fantastic Four screening. But,
No, you're probably going to have to Uber to that.
yeah.
And I'm surprised that they haven't announced any kind of, like they did with Wolverine and Deadpool. They had a screening.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious as to,
I
I mean,
mean, why
God,
do
it's
you release it in this week with the attendant hype and not do something, right?
exactly. I mean, if you don't land that stupid rocket in the middle,
Of the
Marvel
of
heads to comic, yeah. So panels, booths, and more. Uh, wow, that is. Oh, Marvel Studio consumes one big upcoming MCU movie will be at Comic Con. You would kind of think that that would be Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
Apparently, Malkovich and the Space Monkeys have been completely cut
Cut.
out. Yeah.
Yep. Oh well. Oh wait, D23 hosting Fantastic Four
What?
at Comic Con. Yes,
Okay.
tickets go live July 11th. Oh, good. That
Oh,
was
well,
last week.
well, we're not getting into that.
No. Oh, wait a minute. Attendees must be active D23 Gold members. So
Oh, well, we're definitely not.
that's
Yeah. Oh well, that's not happening. Okay,
oh well.
we'll Uber out to Mission Valley or something and go see it if we get bored with the con.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the studios aren't going to be there, so I don't
And this
know.
is going to be an interesting year. It seems to be leaning heavier into television this year because I'm curious about the King. Because I just love this show. I'm curious about the King of the Hill installation. Um, I want to go get some barbecue and have an Alamo. Stand by the fence.
And just stand there. Yep, yep, yep.
Dango was at Comic Con, man.
Hank Hill's backyard.
Yeah,
So what do we got? Alamo Pong,
it's
full on
water.
Texas. Yeah. The Megalo Mart, customize my own trucker hat.
Oh, I hadn't seen that. Okay, we'll definitely want to do that.
The activation begins Thursday at 11, Friday and Saturday 9:30 to 7. Behind. Oh, okay. So it's on that backside. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay. Maybe try and do that. That could be fun.
That's just dumb fun right there. Yeah,
That is dumb fun. I agree with what you say. It just the energy doesn't feel like. But I also pointed out to these management people that I had a bad moment today. I had the management consultant, and I was explaining how we're having some interpersonal communication issues with ownership and management.
hmm
And I finally was like, I'll be honest with you. You want the frank discussion. I don't think you guys are to handle this. I don't think you are up to managing the interpersonal crises that we have going on. You're going to put it on a form and we do this and we have a routine and we talk this way and we have these rules of respect and that will then foster open communication. And it's like, there are people watching people sign in and out and taking pictures of them and time stamping the photos and showing them to HR and payroll.
What?
Ownership is doing this. So you tell me how that's going to play out.
Not
With,
well.
well, you have to do this and then you're going to do this and everything's going to be fine and this will be, and it's like, dude, you're not going to have a management team left at the rate that you're going. By the time you get around to safe communication, there'll be like 2 people left.
Yikes. Well, that's terrifying. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Maybe it's just, the fear of ice raids or shit like that. I don't know.
You'd say that. I saw an ice truck going down the road yesterday. I was driving home from work and I pulled up alongside this box truck and the back gate was open and there was a bunch of guys in tactical gear in the back. And then pulled up alongside parallel and the side door was open and this dude was mad eyeing me as I was like, what the fuck? The box truck full of paramilitary types rolling down 290 in Austin yesterday.
Well, and I'd say this, it was like those Patriot Front losers. You just wait till they all get back in the truck and then quietly slip a padlock on there and they take it back to the Hertz rent-a-place and it's like it's full of dead Nazis. Everybody wins. So yeah, I don't know. I think that it just feels like people are. I don't know. I mean, I think we'll have fun when we get there. I just don't
Yeah,
think that
I'm
that
not
that
as like pre-jazzed as I normally am, but it is still a week away.
it is a week away. But I think also I
Well,
don't know.
and the Tom King thing kind of deflated me today. And for those that don't know, Tom King is comic
Yes.
writer. He was the writer of Mr. Miracle, which to date is the only subject of a Clerk Post book club. And he was supposed to be doing a signing at the DC booth, which we had both put in for exclusives. And then last night they announced it was canceled. Now he does have another one with more than one person, which I dumped all my entries into. So if
Uh-oh.
you haven't done that, there is another Tom King thing on Saturday. But like things like that, when they go, like you would think that a week out from Comic Con, they'd have that locked down. Like you shouldn't be getting cancellations a week out. unless
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
something personal. I mean, I get it. But if he's doing another signing later in that same day, then is he being a
yes.
diva or what's going on? I don't know.
Okay, yeah, because I think I threw in for Scott Snyder
That was the one that
and
had
Tom
Williamson,
King.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
It
So it
was
doesn't.
Snyder and Williamson, I
Yeah.
think.
So he's at Friday at 4:45.
Yeah. Just
But I think too that exclusive portals. So I don't know. We'll
I know.
see.
I've have you ever hit one of those? You
I
probably
have
have. You have
not.
better
No, I
luck
have
than I
not.
do.
I have no, not at all. Never hit a
So
damn
I mean, I
one.
think hitting one of those, might up my enthusiasm. Unless it's one of the ones on I'll probably knowing my luck, I'll get one on preview night for one of those crummy toy things that I put in, and I'll just have to buy a pin or something.
Okay,
But
I did get one. It was for Mattel, and there I get to the Mattel booth. I'm like, I don't want anything.
that's as good as not getting one. I mean, it's the same thing, right?
Exactly. Yeah, because walking in and being like, oh, okay, yeah, nothing here, nothing. I mean, I didn't even want to go to the trouble of like buying, taking it home, and then trying to resell it. You know, I was like, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't think I'm going to get my money back.
So, is there anything on the secondary market that you're interested in looking for this year? Because we have had some adventures in the secondary market over the years.
um, you know, it was tough last year because there was, um, yeah, like I was okay. I went and I ended up looking for uh, human target, right?
Okay.
And I go to one this booth and I bought from this guy before, and
The
I
guy in the
walk by and
corner?
I look, huh?
Is the guy in the
What's
corner on the right hand side facing in? Or you
maybe?
got I said kind of the beach bum looking dude?
Yes, that dude.
Yeah, I
You know
know.
exactly what I'm talking about.
I know where you went because we always go there. He usually cuts his deals. Yes, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Exactly, exactly. So I went by his booth and I went by it like 2 or 3 times. I was looking for Creature from the Black Lagoon stuff, right? And then I finally go stop in there and he has the one and I go, "Hey man, you don't happen to have volume 1?" He goes, "Yeah, it's right around the corner." And then he looks, he goes, "Oh, dude, I fucking sold it."
Marshmallow man.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, that guy, his booth is typically, I do find things I'm looking for at his booth. It's funny that you described him and kind of where his booth is. It's in the
Yeah.
middle on the right hand side. Yes,
On
that's
the
where he
corner,
was
on that
on the corner.
kind of middle, just past middle on the cross aisle. I know exactly who you're talking about. I don't know the name of the booth. I know who you're talking about. Um,
Same boat. That is phenomenally bizarre.
it means we've done this a few times together. Is what that means.
So that's what it
Um,
means. But
uh,
yeah, there might be some trades that I might be looking for. I tried it last year. There's one tiny little Shogun Warrior that I might be looking for.
I
Um,
think the guy that did your like tiki mask is going to be on site. I think I saw.
Shag?
Yeah, I think he's
Yes.
actually going to be there. He's got a new print that's like an '80s like metal
Horror
thing.
movie print. He does. He also has a set of 4 skate decks that combine to make sort of like a big
Of Voltron,
I would call it like yes, they make a giant mecha skater. Um,
Mecha Rad.
Mecha Rad, yes. Uh, oh,
Whoa,
he calls out the shred,
Ollie,
yeah. Oh.
half pipe.
Yes, that would be fun, he gets together, comes together, gets small because he's, baked. Anyway, came
His weapon
together to
is a
make one
bong.
tiny skater, you
He
know.
doesn't pull out a giant sword. He pulls out a giant bong.
He pulls out a bong, yeah, blows smoke in the bad guy. "We should just hang, dude, just chill.
Right on, dude.
Ah, let's just fucking skate, man."
Skating's
Um,
life.
but yeah, Shaq will be there. Yeah, I have one of the skate decks from he did a set of 4 last year, like, right after the con,
Mhm.
and I'm like, I am not dropping 125 for 4 skate decks because A, I don't skate, and B, I got nowhere to put these things.
And see, if you did buy 'em, you wouldn't skate on them anyway.
No, you wouldn't. But I bought one because I kind of like the theme and the print, but
Right.
it's like, you know, I'm pretty sure I screwed up somebody's set, somebody out there. But yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, these skate decks are like about 3 foot tall.
Wow.
So I would have to find a way to
A
get those
longboard.
home. Yeah. They're cool. The print he's got coming out is cool. Unless he's got something small and unannounced. I mean, I'll go by the booth and look
Oh, for sure.
and contemplate the skate deck, but it's kind of like I just
You got to get it home. That's
I got to get it
that
home. I got
becomes
to
the
get it home.
problem, right?
And yeah,
Um, so I'm thinking about buying the Ric Flair print if that guy is there to go next to my Dusty on the wall over here.
okay,
I got
yeah,
to
yeah,
spec,
yeah.
or
Justin
he's also
Sco,
got,
just he will be there
and
because
he's
he was
also
here in
got a
Kansas
really
City.
cool. He's also got a really cool Bruce Lee Enter the Dragon
Yes,
one, and I'm like, I could come home with two of those, and that'd be okay. That'd be all right. And I would like to see if I can find the large McFarlane Etrigan to go with the family back here.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
Kind of the larger scale animated Etrigan.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm surprised. I've seen those in somebody's. I've seen them online that people have already been selling them, and I try to go to Target and look, and I'm finally getting to this point when those AT&T come out and ask me about my phone service. Uh, One of them's like, "Can I interest you in AT&T?" And T? And I was like, "No, I'm not a fan of their new marketing campaign." And he goes, "Oh, really? What about it?" "Oh, you mean me?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Not enough tits.
no. If you're gonna come into my space and ask me, they always start off, 'Hey, you find everything you're looking for?' I immediately go, 'No, I'm looking for razor blades. Where do I go for razor blades?' "Oh, I don't know, but can I ask you about your phone service?" "No, you may not."
No, no, you
"No,
may not.
sorry.
Never.
No,
Nope.
it's
It's gonna
off
be
the table. Off
it's
the
gonna be a
table."
hard no from me to you.
Bro, that is a hard no.
So I gotta yeah, I haven't seen one of those in the wild, so I thought maybe if I could find one there, that'd be one thing I'd be looking for. And I have a feeling I'm gonna come away with a lot of pins. That's what the biggest like because one of them has a kind of a cool Galactus head, which is
Okay.
always stylistically fun, right?
Oh, I tell you
Um,
what, they're doing a Galactus pop that's gonna be the slightly oversized.
mhm.
So I've seen some of the other Fantastic Four show up in stores, and it's like I would totally get that Galactus because I'm building a lovely collection of pop bad guys. I have an Apocalypse on the shelf that is really not a bad looking pop. The
More
Galactus
casual
looks,
villainy.
yes, which is a fun series to do. I don't know if you read the last one where I
Yes,
ripped
I
into.
did.
I thought there's some references in there that you would appreciate. That one, it looks as if he just basically grave robbed Simonson's Thor run for the
Yes.
armor, and then stuck a Gillette razor blade on this guy's head. Two of them, either
Yes,
side.
it was the bottom of a blender.
That one works too. Or for whatever reason, as I'm looking through to find like a good Strife card, my brain flashes to Excalibur, the movie Excalibur, in the final battle scene where inexplicably they're on the field, they're fighting, they're all covered with mud, they go up the hill, and I guess God purifies them and they come down in that bright, shiny white armor. And it's the final battle with him and Mordred or whatever. And Mordred has that mask, that face guard with the mouthpiece cut out.
Right.
And it's like his face, the mouth is cut out, and it's got sort of like a little halo around him. And I believe I would to say that's where he was inspired for Strife's armor is to give him way too much credit. But
It's a good pull, but I think you're
Yeah.
right. I think that's too much credit to give him. But yeah,
I mean, if you met him and he said, "Yeah, I got the idea from Excalibur," I'd be like, "No fucking way."
you mean the Alan Davis comic? I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but then like I said, he did reveal him to be Cable, which the should be
Cable
pruned
Ex Machina.
Cable Ex Monica, which I figured was just an opportunity for him to draw everybody with that shocked blow up doll look on their
And the
faces.
eye tattoo.
Yeah, and he has the glowing eye too. Um, but the funny thing is, it's actually kind of a cool card. It's drawn by Jim Lee, so it's got that Jim Lee style, and it makes the character look not as ridiculous.
Okay, just
And I have
bouncing.
I've got a really cool, some casual villainy coming up.
Oh, nice. I have to ask though, if you're going to clone Cable in the future, can you? Yeah, does the glowing eye carry over? Can you not get a fresh clone without the
The
disease and the?
glowy eye. Well,
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
he'd be
you
free
would
of the
think, yeah,
biomechanical virus, whatever.
right. You
Uh,
would think that that would be something they would be able to handle, right? So
right,
he would be missing all of those things unless it's
unless Gene fooled around on Scott with Longshot. Just saying. Scott throws off some cuck vibes sometimes, but he did wind up with Emma Frost. So
yeah,
kudos to
so
you.
big psych energy.
I'm guessing that's at like after the third or fourth time Jean Grey dies. And Scott just was like, "Hey, just break up with me. You know, you don't have to fake your death again."
I just wrote down big psych energy for the title of this episode.
Big psych energy, CYKE.
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
So yeah, I think some the casual villainy is fun to go look for because you like you pick a character, then you got to try and figure out or find sort of like the character that I've got a really cool Rhino. I've got a Red Skull to do at someday that's got a real derpy kind of look. Derpy derp. You know, Ego the Living Planet is coming up soon. I've got a great Ego the Living Planet one.
does he have the
Uh,
Kurt Russell mustache and foliage coming off?
you know, I could preview it here and then just post it later.
Go
If
for it.
we,
Let's see Ego, the Living Planet's casual villainy.
hey Steve, what's on your desk? Ah, shit, I really got to figure out a way to do this. There we go.
Okay.
It's from the Marvel
So,
Chrome set.
so he does have a beard. I was
He
joking.
does have a beard. There we
Oh my
go.
god.
Is that just not too cool?
Oh my god. The planet has a beard at
Oh
its
yeah.
south pole. Does
Uh-huh.
that make it a bush? I don't.
Yes. I don't know. Yeah.
Planetary bush.
Ego, your treasure trail is showing, my friend.
Well, let's go ahead and do what's on your desk.
Since I'm not getting those sound effects, I'll make
I'm playing it. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. There we go. Out of the plastic.
That's very cool. He's
So
got a
this is one
glowy
of those.
eye. So did he get fucked by?
Yes, he did. Jean Grey cheated with him too.
Oh my goodness, Jean. Well, she was the Phoenix for a while. Sorry, I'm
There
getting
we
off
go.
track. That's a very
No,
cool looking
it's a
card.
very, very cool card. It's one of those where you're like, I know nothing about that character, but I am going to get that card. And then I pulled it and I was like, okay.
Even better.
Even better. I will stop pulling these cards now.
What else you
The
got?
answer is no, he won't. What else do I got?
What else you
Okay.
got? You said
You're gonna like this one. You're gonna like this one.
Oh, all right.
This one actually is your copy.
Nice. All right.
So Topps has this line of cards called Allen and Genters, and they're kind of inspired by old tobacco cards from way back when. And they're fun because the cards look and feel kind of vintagey, but then they do these like subsets that are just, I don't know. They got drunk and said, we're going to do incredible equipment. We're doing Thor's hammer, the Pied Piper's pipe,
Nice.
Rosie the Riveter's work gloves, Santa's sleigh.
It reminds me of a game we used to have when I was a kid. It was called Auction, and it was essentially all these historical figures, and they would each have three things that made a set, right?
Okay.
And if you could draw the set, you could put it down. But if like there were auction cards, and then something, I don't remember the dynamic, but it was that same kind of thing, like George Washington's wooden teeth, and it like a cartoon drawing of wooden teeth, and the hatchet that chopped down the cherry tree, or whatever
Oh
it
yeah.
was, the powdered wig. It was all, but it was like, and it was so stupid and so fun to play. But that's what that reminds me of. Sorry.
But yeah,
I
that's
digress.
that's the set of cards, and they're fun. And then we got this little one.
Oh, back it up a little bit. Okay, all
Yeah,
right,
let's do this. Let's try this. So this is actually tobacco card sized,
right.
and it's Captain America.
That's fun.
So yeah, it's they did like an anime series, and they did these little capsule cards.
Okay.
So they're fun, you know. It's a couple bucks to entertain myself.
Oh, okay. It took all of one click to find. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I got to share the screen. This is the All American Auction Card Game. So it would be things like this.
Okay.
Let's see. And then there would be a spread on the table, and you could buy them. Or then if the auction card came up, like that's Custer's hat. There's Edison's first try. Geronimo's shield over here, and it says Indians 36, Army 0. And we kept that at the camper, and we played that all the damn. That was the cover, yeah. So anyway,
Okay.
little,
Oh no, I know you've got me
detour.
looking. Ben Franklin's glasses, Ben Franklin's
Yes,
kite string.
yes,
Okay, very much in the scholastic rock style of
yes, yeah. Very
scratchy
much
art.
Schoolhouse Rock kind of thing. Yeah, yeah.
Paul Revere's lantern, Paul
Abe
Revere's
Lincoln's
bull.
Abe Lincoln's elevator shoes is a good one, right?
A game for
Yeah.
America's wheeler dealers.
It was a good way to pass some time in the evening in the pop-up camper on a family vacation, you know.
I'll give you that one. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So anyway, sorry. I got sidetracked. So you have any more casual villainy for me?
No, I mean, I've got several lined up. I
Okay.
thought I was at risk of running out, and then it's like if I do it one a week, and you know, the hard part is like you find a villain that you're like, okay, I want to find a really good card of Rhino. Okay,
Mhm.
there are no good cards of Rhino. They all have him mouth open charging, right?
You can do better than that.
And
Stop breaking through the card.
kind of, sort of. I did find what I like. Babe was looking, she goes, it looks kind of retro. I go, that's why I like it. It's got that retro feel. I got a really cool Doc Ock coming up. I've got a really cool Sandman coming.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
and I think I have a Gorilla Grodd and an Onomatopoeia on the way.
Oh my. All right. Well, I'm down. I'm always down for a monkey. All right. Well, let me show you what I have on my desk this week.
Okay.
This was my Father's Day present that I selected for myself.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
It
Batman
was on
don't shiv.
exactly. It was half price at Best Buy one day when we were in there, and I'm like,
Oh hell.
okay, that's the right price point for that, and I will take it. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So I've been eyeing that thing for a while since they said it was coming out, and now it's mine.
Now you've got it. Yes. So
I
now we
kind of
got to
want to put
find
it
the
over.
demon.
I kind of want to put it on. Yeah, I kind of want to put it on the shelf with the Bruce Wayne from Comic Con last year. The old
Mhm.
man Bruce Wayne is similarly scaled, but it would be a funny counterpoint.
It would
Anyway,
be a whole yes. The whole, Batman don't shiv and all that stuff. Some online guy goes, who would win in a fight with Doctor Strange and Superman? And people are like, oh, Superman. I was like, Doc
Superman's good.
Strange.
Superman's
And
got a magical weakness.
that's right. Well, I said, Doc Strange. I go, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange would trap him in a tiny pocket dimension that would be inside the engagement ring he gives to Lois Lane. And this guy goes, well, that's cold. And I was like, Strange don't shiv.
That's awesome. Like probably, God, it was probably 2000 or 2001 when we were still doing the e-wrestling thing, and I was in one group, and they had a very active message board, and it was like 2003 because it was when the boys were newborns. They did like a pick your fictional character, and we'll do battle till somebody's last man standing, and I won as Doctor Doom. And I just kept parsing out pieces of the I think I beat Godzilla, and the last one was Nightcrawler. Somehow made it to the finals with Doctor Doom, and then I had saved something for the end. And but yeah, so I won as Doctor Doom. That's neither here nor there, but same kind of thing. So I think I told you, I bought one of those little phone handles.
Yeah.
So, and I tried it out on my phone. You're saying it's kind of cool because all I have to do is we can shoot video, and all I have to do is tap the button to flip it around, and I can talk to the camera.
Okay.
I think our streaming platforms added a little something for on the go streaming, so we may be able to do some live stuff, which might be kind of fun. We can at least go to our YouTube page. So we won't call them full episodes, but we might call them episodettes.
Episodettes. Yes. So,
I think that's good for this week, don't you? And then we'll post some content next week from San Diego, and maybe talk to some folks if we see anybody we want to talk to. That might be fun to talk to some cosplayers or something. So we're just doing some live stuff, and we'll just figure it out.
Well, wait a minute. I don't have a problem talking to cosplayers, but I have a hard time sometimes getting out of their orbit. Well, you ask a question and you're like, wow, I'm way in the deep end. Shit.
That's why I'm there to be the producer, baby. I'll move things along.
There's no real quicksand. Like, growing up, you always thought you're going to fall into quicksand, but metaphorical quicksand is fucking everywhere.
It's true. We'll figure it out. We're going to just try to generate some content this year, but it's not going to be our priority. But we'll just try and do a little something. So, all right. So that's going to do it for episode 92 of Slurp Toast, a podcast. Until next week in San Diego, I'm still Bruce.
I'm still Steve.
And Trey Boucher kids.
Trey Boucher.